I'm really showing my age on this one, people. Very old. 1991. I don't know if y'all know nothing about this. Mike, you remember anything about this?
I can't hear nothing. I don't know if he's playing
Oh,
anything.
it's very, very old. You know, I think I was sophomore year in high school. And, you know, about that time, when you sophomore in high school, you had one girl you was thinking about all the time. Yeah, called stupidity.
I'm dead.
It's called stupidity. What's happening, everybody? This is Big Temp with the Cave Cast. My partner Big Mike is on, but apparently he's having some complications with the camera, so we're still going to do audio with him tonight. I'd like to say hello to everybody and thank you for coming to check out our channel here. We have been waiting to get back with you guys, and we talked about the Chiefs last week and some of the moves that they made, and one of them was, really just a great get, we thought. But the Chiefs and Brett Veach messed around and made another move this week that was absolutely incredible, especially for the defensive side of the ball. And I can't say enough about how much I think this is actually going to help the Chiefs on the defensive line. Joshua Uche, or Uche, I don't know how he pronounces his name,
It's
but
Uche. It's
it's,
Uche.
it's Uche. This is
Yeah.
a kid we got from the Patriots for basically nothing. An excellent, excellent pass rusher who to be honest with you, as far as getting to the quarterback, make, sacks, this is a good get. Mike, I know you liked it. You there? I lost you,
Oh,
Mike.
my bad. I was on mute. My bad. But no. Yeah. I thought it was a solid move for sure.
Yeah,
Uh.
I really did too.
Yeah. He's really going to help that defensive line, man. I think. I mean, think about it. Especially when Charles who comes back.
Yeah.
I don't think people are they mess around and had the best defensive line in the league. Be honest
The
with you.
the thing about them is that they will actually be able to keep guys fresh on that line. That's a big plus,
Yeah.
especially as the playoffs,
Exactly.
when the playoffs start coming around and towards the end of the season anyway. That's a good thing to have when you've got guys who are fresh on that line that can put pressure on a QB, opposing team's QB. That's a fantastic thing to have. I think it's a wonderful get. Do I wish that we could have made a trade and
Yeah.
possibly picked up a cornerback or a left tackle? Of course I do. But like you've told me, and I believe this to be true, there's not really a lot of people to go out there and get as far as left tackle or cornerback is concerned, as far as what people are willing to give up and what they're willing to take as far as the trade goes.
Hey, I will say I do think like if the Chiefs had more money, they would have got Cam Robinson. I actually think
Probably
they would have
so.
made that move.
Probably
But
so.
the Chiefs just didn't have them. They didn't have the money for that though.
Do you
So that's
think
the
that
thing. Because
they,
I think his was like 10 million or
yeah,
something
do,
like that.
do you think that they are
So
possibly going to try to make a move to go and get a corner still before November 5th?
who?
A corner. Do you think they're still going to try to
You
make
could
a
have.
move to go? Do you think they're still going to make a move to get a
Uh
corner?
they're probably looking for a corner still, seeing what's on the market, but I don't know. I did hear that Veach actually might still be looking for another receiver.
Really?
So
That's interesting.
yeah,
That's interesting.
I'd be on the lookout for that.
Hmm. Well, we're
So
gonna we're gonna have to wait and
uh,
see because I
yeah,
don't
you
know if
just
he
you
makes
just
that.
never know.
No, because I did not see this Uche, uh, signing or trade happening. I did not see this one happening. So, but
So here's the thing. Oh, I will say this real quick. As far as the corner go, like obviously I wouldn't mind us getting one, but I will say this: as much as I gripe about, we have our issues with Joshua Williams.
Yeah,
If he could just quit on the holding, I
yeah,
actually think he'll be fine. Because like one thing we have to remember is like I was saying before, he has been helping us and he's been there the last two Super Bowls. So it's not like he doesn't have the experience. It's
no,
not like he's
yeah.
just I don't think he's horrible is what I'm saying. I
I
think he
don't, I
can
don't think he's horrible
I think
either.
he can yeah. Yeah, I
But
don't think he's horrible. He just makes bone. It's more of a mental thing with him sometimes.
yeah,
Like
it's more
if
of
he
for
could just
me. I was gonna say it's more of for me, it's the fundamentals of playing the game. Like they tell you all the time,
right,
you gotta get your head around. You can't grab a guy. You if you're going to make a move, it can't be a tug. You know, you can't tug on the guy to turn him. You know, when you
yeah, you can't
it's
make it obvious.
yeah,
Yes,
it's the
yeah,
fundamentals for
you
me
can't
where
make it
he.
obvious. Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see what happens. I don't know for sure. Uh, do I think they can possibly make a move or signing? Yes. Do I think it's gonna happen? Don't know. Brett Veach is kind of real secretive about the things and the moves that he tries to make. So it's to be seen basically, right? I've been watching the Jets
Right.
versus Texans game right now, and I'm gonna tell you right now. The Jets just scored a pass from Brett Favre to Garrett Wilson and for a touchdown. And they had a touchdown earlier, but the guy dropped the ball before he went into the end zone.
Yeah, I seen that.
Like,
I seen that.
he's damn crazy.
Dudes got to stop doing that, man. Hey, I tell you what. I tell you what. The Giants need to go ahead and just go ahead and give us Darius Slayton and Deontay Banks. We'll give them a fifth and a third. We'll call it a
Yeah,
day.
yeah, okay. That's called wishful thinking.
Hey, go ahead. Go ahead and send Deontay Banks this way, man.
Banks, I could see us getting
You
if we
put
could.
him.
Yeah,
Shit, I can see both of them.
I can't see them
Now I
making a
don't know if
trade
we
for
get
both.
both of them at the same time.
Nah, it ain't gonna
Yeah, I don't
happen.
know about both at the same time.
Not that
That would
quickly.
be a that would be a steal.
That would be a fleecing. A
What you think?
fleecing.
What you think? A third, and a fifth, right? I think that's solid.
I mean, Deontay Banks has only been in the league for
Because think
what, a
about it.
year?
Exactly, he's still on a rookie contract. So you get
Yeah,
him. He's only going to be well. He's been in the league for a year, right? Okay, so you get
yeah,
him, and then you get Slayton. He's only what 27.
yeah. I mean, he's
Still
still,
fairly young.
yeah,
And Slayton would as a fourth option in this offense, and that's
yeah,
another speed guy as well.
yeah.
So,
Well,
hey
like
man,
I said, wishful thinking.
honestly though, if I had to pick though, give me Banks though. Like if I
Of
had to pick,
course.
because I think yeah, if we had to pick, I think we good on receiver. Like we could always use another one, but we really need corner depth. So
So let me
that's
ask
the
you,
thing.
since it's Wednesday night, and by the way, happy Hallows Eve or All Hallows Eve to everybody out there. Uh, the Jets are playing the Texans right now. It's a tie game. It's 9 minutes left in the third. Who you think wins this game, Jets or Texans?
Probably the Texans. The Jets look terrible, man. Just and
The
it's not even just
only
about how they're playing. It's just the whole situation.
the only reason
But
I would
I
give the
don't know,
Jets
man. The Texans been looking kind of. No,
I'll
go
give
ahead.
the only reason I give the Jets a chance at this is because the the Texans don't have any wide receivers right now. I mean, they
Right.
lost Stephon Diggs, they lost Nico Collins for a little bit. I mean, all they got left is Tank Dell and a couple of guys that were like on the depth chart. Third, fourth guys,
Hey,
fourth and fifth
it's
guys.
funny. It's funny you say that. Speaking
Yeah.
of like missing wide receivers and stuff. So now, granted, my home stats don't look the greatest, right?
Well, of course not.
But the team is still winning. Notice how all these other teams just plummet when they starters and shit go out.
True. I will
Chiefs, on
say
the other
that.
hand, Chiefs, on the other hand, we just keep shit rolling like normal, you
Here's the
know?
funny.
So
Here's the funny thing though.
just
The
something to
funny
keep in
thing.
mind, put in
True.
perspective.
Here's the funny thing though. The funny thing is like I've been saying, and we said it last week. Here's another wide receiver that goes down with an injury this year. Another one.
Right.
It's
Yes. I don't
uncanny
know.
how many wide receivers are going down with fucking injuries right now.
Yeah, the
Just
injuries are it's getting out of hand. And it's crazy because like I was just the NBA season just started
yeah.
and dudes is already getting hurt. Like it's insane. I don't know what's going on, man.
Well, one of the things that we want to talk about tonight is, we look back upon last week. It's a couple of things, We expected some teams to lose last week. Teams like, oh, I don't know, the Cowboys. We
Mm,
expected them to lose. We expected teams like, oh, I don't know, the Browns to lose. What? Oh, wait a minute. My bad.
nah, they
Sorry.
won. They
Sorry,
won.
y'all. They won
Imagine
again.
losing. Imagine thinking that the
Mike,
Ravens are the
you
best team
didn't
in the AFC.
you didn't catch that. I
No,
was
I
actually
caught you.
being
No, I
facetious
caught it.
about that.
No, I caught it. I definitely caught it. But it's
So,
funny. It's funny how you can be the best team in the AFC West and lose to Gardner Minshew and Jameis Winston.
wow.
Insane. Insane.
So we expected a couple of teams to lose. Uh, we did say, if I remember right, that the Ravens were not as good on the defensive side of the ball as
Man, that
everybody.
defense
Yeah,
is terrible.
they made Jameis Winston look like he was the second coming of fucking Tom Brady that game. Did
Hey,
you
as a matter
watch?
of fact,
Did you watch how
yeah,
he
I
threw the
watched it.
ball?
Yeah, he
Ridiculous.
was throwing darts too. Yeah,
Yes.
he was throwing darts. You know what else too? Their defensive tackle got hurt as well. He's on IR. What's his
Who's the
name?
Matabuke?
The Ravens.
That's what I'm saying.
No, not
Matabuke.
him.
Uh,
No, it wasn't him. I don't think.
I'm trying to think of who
Man,
the
what
other
is his
guys.
name?
It's not McNeil, is it? I
It's
can't think of it.
Michael Pierce, if I'm not
Pierce. That's
mistaken.
right, Pierce. Uh,
Yeah, he's on
yeah.
IR.
Well, so they
And
lost.
and and Lamar is hurt. He didn't practice today, and they said he's got back and leg problems or something like that.
It must be from carrying that whole
So,
goddamn team.
man, hey, and they talking about they don't know a timetable if he's going to play that next game. So I'd be keeping an eye out on that, man, because that's huge.
Another team that we kind of, we didn't know for sure if they were going to lose, but they're trending in that area of being fucking dog shit or dog water or whatever one you want to choose. The Bengals lost to the Philadelphia Eagles, and I mean,
Trending. You said they're trending in that direction.
they're trending in
They
that
already in that direction.
they're trending in that
They are
direction.
terrible.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was a couple of games, but you know what that we did not talk about is a team that we expected to win. That we called it after all the shit that was said during the preseason by the coach and by their players holding up puppets and shit like that was in piss poor ass excuse for a goddamn franchise. The fucking Raiders. Boy, the Chiefs just came
Hey, you know
in,
what's crazy? You
did
know what's
work.
crazy?
What's up?
You know, they have a better record than the Bengals do. Or am I
Wow.
tripping?
No, the Bengals have won 3 games. The Raiders haven't won 3 games yet.
How many? Oh, maybe I'm thinking about somebody else. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
the
the
Raiders.
Broncos I'm thinking about. That's
Yeah,
what I'm thinking about.
yeah. So I'm just saying that that's a team that we did expect to win. And you know what's funny is that The Chiefs have more wins in Allegiant Stadium than the fucking Raiders have as far as wins in their stadium.
That is insane. Now that's really. Did you hear what Drew Tranquil said? He said that's Arrowhead West.
That's Arrowhead West, baby. We glad y'all made us a stadium out there so we can come and party and have a good time. And oh, maybe, play a football game.
Exactly. That is insane.
These
That is embarrassing.
motherfuckers.
Max
I'm so
Crosby. Hey,
yes. He
hey, Max
got
Crosby, go ahead and just come on, bro. Just come on home, bro. You got hold. Just go ahead
yeah.
and come to the Chiefs.
Let me tell you something.
You know.
There's nothing worse than to be that bad at your own fucking stadium every motherfucking year. I mean, the Chiefs
You
won a
know.
Super Bowl. They won a Super Bowl in your building before you did.
Yeah,
In
that's
your building
insane.
before you did. That will forever go down as I can't say it enough. You guys are horrible. A horrible franchise. And I can't tell you enough how happy it makes me to see you motherfuckers like this. It's fucking
Oh, well,
fantastic.
good.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I
I
love
love it.
because they was talking crazy too, man. That's the
Uh,
thing.
yeah, Mr. Pierce, Coach Pierce, I just want to tell you right now that recipe that you have, apparently nobody likes it. Apparently,
Man,
you're like the guy who brings the macaroni and cheese to the potluck, and nobody touches that motherfucker
and
because
that's the
it's
thing. Like,
trash.
but
Oh,
that's the thing. Like, the Chiefs kind of like, bro, they was like playing with them too. To be
they
honest with you,
were, they
bro, that
were.
game was, bro, they really should have, bro, that game really should have been a blowout. To be honest with you, like,
How? What
because
did you?
we was already.
It was
Go
28 to
ahead.
14 or 28 to 13, something like that. We let
Well,
them
we
get a
was up
dot.
14. Yeah, we was up
Yeah,
14. We was up
we let
14 with
them.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, we let them get a score in. Okay, so what? It's closer. They tried to make it look closer than what it really was. All right, we give you that. We make you look better than what you are. But at the same time, what did you think of D Hop's performance in limited time while he was out on the field?
Listen, listen. I'm gonna say this. He only had 2 catches. Okay, he had
Correct.
3 targets, 2 catches.
Correct.
Here's the thing. I think he played 12 snaps or something like that. Dude was open, and I mean wide open on at least 85% of them snaps.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes said after going through the tape, he said this guy like won every time. He
Every
won
time,
every possession that he
every
was out there. He had won those routes. And
every single one of them.
that's what's funny about it is that Kelsey even says that D Hop opened him up on that touchdown that he got. Right? So that's the danger of
And
having a
he
guy
was
like
open.
that.
He was open.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was open his
open
damn
on that
self.
one as well.
Yeah, he opened his damn self. So I just
You
know
know what's
that
gonna happen?
was
No, I was gonna say, you know what's gonna happen is that, with him and Kelsey, and keep in mind, we still have Juju.
true, true.
So now you'll have 3 dudes that can work the middle of the field, and guess what that's gonna do?
Ooh man,
It's gonna
bombs
open up. It's gonna
away.
open up. Yeah, it's gonna open up everything for Hartman
Yeah,
and fucking Worthy especially.
yeah, and
And I
don't.
would even say I would even throw Watson in there as well because Watson got a little speed on him too.
Yeah,
Not as much
yeah,
as those two, obviously,
yeah, definitely.
but still.
I think it's funny how the
Uh,
situation, everybody's talking about how bad Patrick's playing right now, and I'm like, listen, he's not playing that bad. He's had some unfortunate turnovers. That happens. It's just his are coming right now. I don't think this is the Patrick you're
if
gonna
you
see during the fucking playoffs. I can
no,
guarantee you that.
here's
If
the
you're
thing.
if you're thinking that, you're fooled.
Here's the thing. No. That's definitely not happening. Okay, here's the thing though. I would say a good 4 to 5 of those picks were on Mahomes.
Yeah,
The
I give you
last
that.
like 4,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
Yeah, I would say if you really think about it, Pat should have about 5 interceptions. If you really want to be technical, without unfortunately, it should happen. Listen, that's what happens as a quarterback. If you that's what the tipped, that was counted against you. We know how that goes.
yeah.
But like I
Those
try to
things
tell
happen.
y'all, don't don't let Mahomes have one of these games where he get about 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Exactly.
Because I'm telling you, if he has 2 legit chances at best, minimum, to where he can do that, and that's against this Tampa Bay team whose defense is horrible, especially their secondary.
Yep,
I don't know if you've been watching, but their
I have.
secondary is horrible.
And
And
another
then
team, another
and
team
then
would
the
be
Panthers game.
the Panthers. The Panthers
The
would be the other
Panthers.
game. Yeah.
Exactly.
I
And
can
those
tell
are
you.
and those are just the 2 minimum that they could do it. They could I don't know, they could probably do it against another team too, but those 2 are really have a high chance of him doing that. So
Here's my thing about that is that when it comes down to it, I'm going to trust the history of a player, right, who's still, hitting his prime. He's not even in his prime yet. He's hitting his prime.
he's not even 30 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not
So
even 30
I'm
yet.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he is going to get it together and be better. And this is going to make this team dangerous. Right now, you got a lot of talk from a lot of people, who are digging this new flavor of the month with the, oh, I don't know, the Ravens, or, oh, I don't know,
No,
the
it's the
Detroit Lions,
Lions. It's
right? I'm
yeah.
so
Oh, don't get me started, bro.
Listen, and I don't have a problem with the Lions because I say, hey, good for them. They finally have a team up there that is respectful as far as
I do think they are the best team. They're the best team in the NFC right now,
I think they
obviously.
are too. I think
But
top to bottom, they are the best
yeah, I
team
don't
in the
think that's a
NFC.
debate.
But here's the
Yeah, for
deal.
sure.
Let's not make it seem like that if the Chiefs and the Lions were to meet up in a matchup, that the Lions are going to dog walk the Chiefs. Are we going to be that
Yeah, y'all gotta
stupid?
stop that.
We have
And this is not even me. This is not even me saying that we wouldn't lose, because obviously we could anybody can lose.
yes, you can
But
lose
to say
any
the Chiefs is
game.
just going, yeah, to say the Chiefs gonna get beat 30-10. Here's my thing: the Chiefs defense, and it's so disrespectful because it's like the Chiefs defense. They're second in NFL history as far as how many games they've not let a team reach 30 points.
Yeah.
And that's matched up. I want to say it's the '05 Bears.
Yeah.
That's number one. They have like 1 or 2 games to break that record.
Can you imagine if
Like, think about that for a second.
oh, I do.
That's crazy. That's insane. And you over here talking about this team gonna score 30 points?
I'm gonna just tell
Come
you
on, man.
that the people that are disrespecting the Chiefs as far as their defense goes, they did the same thing last year when we went into the playoffs. We were disrespected in every game
Mm-hmm.
that we played. We were disrespected in the Miami Heat or Miami Dolphins game. We were disrespected in the Bills game. We were disrespected in the Ravens game. I mean, when are they going to understand that we may not have all the flashy names on defense, but the one thing we do have is a cohesive
Still, we got
unit.
more than they do. We
But
got more than they do.
well, true, but I'm saying here's the deal. We don't have
And Hutchinson's hurt.
yeah, true, but we don't have the names. I'm not even talking about just the Lions. I'm just saying in general, when you look at these defenses, most of these defenses are stacked, right? As far as big names or guys who are, who've been big names
Yeah, I would
in other
say
places.
we only have 2. We have 2 as far as like big names, and that would be Chris
Yeah.
Jones and McDuffie.
Yes, and those
Those
guys.
would be the 2 big names. Yeah.
And here's the deal: we had Snead, right? But nobody gave credit to Snead. Nobody fucking wanted
So
to give him
didn't.
credit, right? So I don't want to hear this shit about we don't have all that. We have a bunch of guys that are a cohesive unit. They play well together. They talk. They love each other, and they got one goddamn good fucking damn defensive
And that's the
coordinator,
thing with
or I say
yeah,
assistant head
Spags,
coach. That's what he is, an
and
assistant
that's the
head
thing
coach.
with Spags. He can take not necessarily star caliber defensive players, but he can take those like above average dudes and make them look stellar in the role that he has them playing.
He has them
It's
play,
like Drew. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
play
like Drew
well in their
Tranquil, for
role.
example,
Yeah,
right?
play well in their role.
Like he's not a top 10 linebacker,
No,
right? Like Drew Tranquil, he's not a top 10 linebacker, but for what he does with the Chiefs,
he does
you would
exactly
feel
what he does exactly what he
exactly
needs to do.
like I don't think. How do you feel about Bolton? Do you think he's a top 10 linebacker? I personally think he is.
I'll be honest.
Like there's
I
not
think
10 linebackers better than Nick
I
Bolton.
think Bolton is the best tackling linebacker in the NFL. As
I could
far as
argue he's the best. I could argue he's the best downhill linebacker.
I
To
think
be
he is
honest with
too,
you,
and I think he
because
makes
think about it, people will say Roquan, but Roquan don't make as many big plays,
no,
especially down in the run game,
no,
especially when it comes to blowing shit up
yes,
and recognizing shit.
yes.
I don't think anybody does that better than Nick Bolton.
I will
So
give Nick Bolton in the top 10. I will put Nick Bolton in the top 10. I think Nick Bolton is the best tackling linebacker in the NFL. And I also think he's probably one of the smartest linebackers in the NFL.
exactly,
He just doesn't get enough credit. So one of the
most
things about
definitely.
being a fan, right, is that you're going to have your biases and you're going to always look at your team. But the thing about what we do, even as fans, is we have to be honest, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be easy to win,
Oh no,
you know, every game because every team is playing you like it is their Super Bowl already. Especially if you're the two-time defending champs, back-to-back defending champs. The one thing about it is that as time goes on, you learn how to win. And that's what everybody's problem is they're always saying is, well, the Chiefs haven't blown anybody out. Well, who gives a fuck? A win is a win. I don't give a fuck if it's by 1 point or
all right.
by 20 points. Who cares?
You know
It's
what's
a
funny?
win.
You know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that? Guess what team they was doing that last year about? They were scoring all these points,
Let's
right?
see.
Their offense was off the charts. They scored all these
Are we
points
talking
that
about the
nobody
Dolphins?
stopping.
Are we talking about the
We sure
Dolphins?
are. You remember that? Remember they
Yes, I
scored
do.
70 points in a game?
Oh yeah,
Remember how everybody was talking about how nobody could stop that offense and
yeah.
all this kind of stuff. What did the Chiefs do to that offense? Can you remind me
Oh
in the
my.
playoffs?
Wow. Yeah.
Because I don't think
Stifling.
Tyreek Hill did anything.
Stifling, right? And
Really, I know. I
the
think he scored a touchdown, but
yeah, but you know what the other funny thing about that
eh.
is that they do this thing all the time, right? You got the Buffalo Bills. Everybody's talking about how great they look right now, and I'm like, well, hell, look at the four teams that they beat. Those four teams are fucking horrible.
Bad, bro. And this is the thing that, and look, like I said, I think the Lions are the best team in the NFC. I think they're a good team. I'm not even going to cap.
Yeah,
I think their offense is very dangerous.
very
I'm not
dangerous.
going to sit here and cap and say, yeah, very dangerous. But here's the thing: they literally remind me of the Miami Dolphins. Now their offense isn't their offense isn't the same, right? I think it's a little different, right?
Yeah, because
But here's the thing.
they got two running backs that are just kill you.
Well, hold on. Well, here's the thing, though. If I'm not mistaken, didn't the Dolphins have two running backs that they were running the ball with crazy
Oh yeah,
last
yeah,
year
yeah.
with Mostert and
The difference with the
exactly?
Dolphins,
Now
the
they didn't
difference
have.
with the Dolphins is that Jared Goff is a better QB than Tua. There's the
Yeah,
difference.
I actually agree with that.
He's a
Yeah, I
better
think especially throwing the ball downfield too.
yeah, and
Yeah, I actually agree with that.
with their play action, he runs it very well. So he makes their running backs even more dangerous because of the threat that they are to run. And if he decides to go play action, he can pull it and find guys downfield. I mean, hell, there
Right.
was two games this year where he didn't fucking miss. He was, what was it, 150 QB rating overall
Yeah,
for both games in a row.
yeah. He's been balling. Yeah, he's definitely been balling. Like I actually think he probably should be later for MVP right now.
Well,
So
yeah, don't say that too loud because Ravens fans are saying it's Lamar because he's, or Bills
no,
or
no,
Bills
no, no.
fans are saying it's Josh Allen because he's only threw one pick this year. Well, that's because he's played against
Oh,
bad defenses.
wow.
He's played against bad defenses. Let's be really about this. He hasn't played anybody that's got a good defense. Not really. So
But here's the thing too. The Lions ain't really beat nobody either outside of the Vikings.
the Vikings,
That's the
they
only
did.
good team they
Yeah,
beat.
I will give you that. They did beat the Vikings,
Yeah,
and
they beat the Vikings by two.
I
They
mean,
beat the Vikings by 2 points. Hey, look,
yeah,
a win is a win. A
it is
win
a
is a
win.
win.
A win is a
Right?
win. And all I can tell you is that when it comes
Oh,
down to it, right now, for the Chiefs to be disrespected on anybody's list as far as who in the power rankings go, if you don't have the Chiefs on your power rankings, but yet you have the Lions, the Packers, the
bro,
Ravens, or the Bills, or anything like that, and the Chiefs are undefeated, I can't take you seriously. I really can't. Because what
bro.
you're telling me is that
How
you are
I seen
so enamored with hating the Chiefs that you refuse to put them on the list, even though they're the only undefeated team
exactly.
in the league right now. So,
How the hell? Because I seen PFF had the Lions at number one and the Chiefs at number two. How the fuck the undefeated team at number two? That don't even make sense. I don't give a fuck who they play, even if it was bad team.
it's a good
If they
question.
undefeated, you have to put them at number one, bro.
It's a
And then
good
not
question.
to mention they lost to the Bucks. What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know what
It's
these
just
people be thinking. To me, at this point, I've got to think it's just hate. I don't care what
hate.
nobody
It is
says.
hate.
All I can think of is it's just hate. It has to be just hate, right? Because if you think about it, what other reason do you have? Is it because Patrick Mahomes isn't playing well? Well, shit, if he's not playing well and they're still winning, who's the most dangerous team in the league? It has to be them. Because wait till he starts playing better. You motherfuckers is in trouble. What else do you have? Right? So I can just tell you right now, it's gonna be interesting to see what the rest of the season, how it plays out and how it shakes up, right? Most of the talk right now has been about, well, can the Chiefs go undefeated? Now, mind you, I don't know if they can. I really don't. Do I think it's a possibility?
Man,
I am so tired of this. And I got the good internet. But for some reason, about this time at night, every mother flipping night, it wants to say, hey, I know you're doing something and it looks like it's important. How about I just take a little siesta on your ass? And I'm like, you son of a. Oh, I can't
dude,
stand this shit.
I'm not even on the Wi-Fi. I'm on my phone internet right now. But even
This
my
shit
phone
is
internet been
ridiculous. It
acting
keeps
up.
doing this shit. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the shit that people are giving me about the Chiefs. I'm tired of hearing every fucking excuse that there can possibly be when it comes to the Chiefs. Oh, the refs are fucking doing this for the Chiefs. They've paid the refs. The NFL wants the Chiefs to win. Why? Give me a reason why they want
Right.
them to win. Give me a reason. And I don't want to hear it's because of money, because let's be honest, this is a small market team. It's not about the fucking money and how much money they're going to make off the Chiefs. Give me a fucking break.
Exactly.
Give me a good
You know, it's
fucking
funny.
valid reason.
I seen I seen Mike Ritter say that he said the Chiefs team is the most overrated undefeated team ever.
I
What
heard
did
that
he say?
shit
He
too.
said,
I
"Did you see
heard
that?"
that.
He said that, and then he said this is a good team, not an elite team. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? How is a team that's won back to back Super Bowls not an elite team?
Let me
Make it
ask you.
make sense,
Let me
bro.
ask you something. How many of them said the same thing last year when we played in the playoffs? And after all the troubles we had during
Exactly.
the year, they were all talking shit about how we weren't going to beat this team. We were bad. We were going to be put out in the first round. Miami was probably going to put us out in the first round, which was a stupid call because
No,
let's be honest.
nah, they
What is
said we weren't gonna make. Let's be clear. They said we weren't gonna make the playoffs.
They
I
said
remember
that too.
that.
But I mean,
Whatever.
when
Yeah,
we did make it to the
I remember
playoffs,
that shit.
it was, oh, the Chiefs are not going to beat the Dolphins, and I'm thinking to myself, so tell me when have the Dolphins ever played in cold weather and won anything? Tell me when. Tell me.
Exactly.
Give me one
Uh,
significant, especially when it mattered. Like tell me when. So I don't want to
hey,
hear
look,
this
and
shit.
I
It's
want to
it's
say this too. And look, I ain't even trying to shit on y'all parade, but you Lions fans, y'all got to pipe down, man. Y'all's franchise. I could argue that the Lions franchise is the worst sports organization in sports history.
well,
Y'all have
it
never
is. I
done
will say,
shit.
I will say that
Shit.
at one time it was between them
They've
and
never
Tampa.
even been to a Super Bowl.
No, at one time it was between them and Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay was pretty fucking bad at one time. But yeah,
Wait. So how many Super Bowls Tampa Bay got?
they've got two now. But I'm saying at one time Tampa Bay was really
Well, I'm just talking
bad, bad.
about. No, I get that. Obviously, there's been like you got the Browns, like they've been bad too. But here's the thing, though: the Lions have the worst playoff record in NFL, or at least it's like one of them in NFL history. Their postseason record is trash, garbage.
Yeah.
They've never been to a Super Bowl. I don't want to hear nothing from Lions fans, bro. There's a Lions fan that you know, we cool, but he was talking crazy shit, talking about y'all don't want to see us. Y'all ain't played a real team. Nigga, what? Are you being for real, bro? You gotta get to a Super Bowl before you can try to come talk to us like that.
Well, that's
You
the
you
thing.
gotta you gotta get past the NFC Championship before you come talking crazy like that. Your team ain't done jack shit.
Here's the thing.
Literally.
Here's the thing. The Lions had one player that I loved dearly as a player,
And y'all
right?
treated them like shit.
He's not
Y'all
the
didn't
only
do
one that
nothing
they
for
did.
him.
He's not the only one. Calvin Johnson was
Calvin
another
John,
one.
yeah, he did the same thing. Yep, I
But
agree.
one of them was near and dear to my heart, which would have been Barry Sanders, our own hometown native, you know. And the thing about it is, I always pull for the Lions because of how bad they were. And Barry got there, and they did make a little run when he was there, a couple of playoff appearances, but they never could get over the hump, right? Here's the deal. We we've never hated the Lions. I don't know how anybody could ever hate the
No,
Lions. They're the lovable
I've never
losers.
had anything against the Lions.
That's what I'm saying. But they've
Yeah.
always been the lovable losers. If they make it to a Super Bowl, man, I'm
Hey,
clapping
it's
it
hats
up.
off to you. I ain't go. Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure,
Do I want them to win if
for
my Chiefs are
sure.
if do I want them to win if my Chiefs are there? Fuck no, I don't. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm
And I'll
gonna
put
be
it this
honest.
way. I'll put it this way. If the Lions go to the Super Bowl, and let's say for whatever reason we don't make it, I'm going for the Lions.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
That's that's that's
I'm
literally what's
rooting
gonna
for the
happen. I'm going for the
exactly.
Lions
I'm rooting for the
because I
Lions.
don't want I don't want the Bills to win. I damn sure don't want the right. Well, I
I
don't know.
I don't want the Bills to win. They can continue to suck ass. I don't give a fuck.
Maybe
I don't.
I might go for the Ravens too though, because
But
I
I
do
don't.
want Lamar to get a ring.
I wouldn't mind Lamar having one, but then you got the whole mess that comes with that shit. But even at that,
Well, here's the thing. I don't want him to get one if he beats the Chiefs though.
no, exactly. But I don't
Yeah,
want it to
yeah.
be.
It depends with Lamar.
I don't want it to be the Bills. Fuck them. I don't want it to be the Eagles.
No,
Right.
fuck the Bills.
All right. Now the Eagles,
Yeah,
I don't
fuck
have
them
a
too.
bigger. I don't have a big problem with, but I do not
Nah, I
want
don't
them to
like
win
them
another one.
Dolphins.
But and I damn sure don't want it to be
Nah,
the
if
Bengals.
NFC, I'm definitely going for the Lions.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
hell no.
I have no problem with that. But like I said, this other shit that y'all on right now, everybody wanting to talk shit about the
But y'all got
Chiefs,
to pipe down though.
and now the Lions fans want to start popping this shit off too against the Chiefs,
Exactly.
and
That's
we
the
ain't
crazy.
did shit
This is
to
the thing I have
y'all.
about
We commended y'all. Y'all
exactly.
beat us
This is
last
the thing that
year.
kills me with Lions fans. This is what kills me with Lions fans, bro. Because like the problem with Lions fans, like, but all of a sudden the Ravens losing again against the Browns. And
Yeah,
now we public enemy number one against Lions, the
of
Lions
course.
fans. Now I'm like, damn, what we do?
Well,
We ain't even in y'all conference.
I,
y'all got to worry about. Y'all should be worried about the goddamn Eagles and shit. Y'all worried
Hey,
about. Y'all
yeah,
worried about little old us.
you should be worried about the Eagles, the 49ers, who are still not out of this. The 49ers are still
Yeah, they're
dangerous.
still in it. They're
Yes.
still in it. You know what I'm
So
saying? Wouldn't
all
give
I
up
can
on
tell
them.
you is that when it comes down to it, I think they're the most talented team in the NFC. Completely. They have the best offense in the NFC. I don't know if they have the best defense, but I know they do have the best
Oh no,
offense. So,
no, their defense is like it's okay, but it ain't. Especially after losing Aiden Hutchinson, like
yeah,
yeah, their defense ain't all that great. I mean, it's
yes.
not bad either. That's the thing.
So I don't have a problem with it, but like I
But
said, when it comes down to it, this is this has got to be one of those things where it's just a couple of guys popping off. They're glad their team won, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Talk your shit. But let's not get
just don't be
crazy.
talking crazy to us, man.
Just
Yeah,
don't
y'all be going
let's not get crazy.
overboard.
That's like the
I've been
motherfucker
seeing
that
motherfuckers telling me we scared of the Lions and shit. I'm like, you do realize we beat every single playoff and Super Bowl contender in the NFL. And then the dude brought up how we lost to the Lions the first game last year. He was like, y'all, we already folded y'all. And I'm like, wait a minute.
you won
You
by
think
1 point, wasn't it?
yeah,
One
hold on. You think you think I'm scared of a team that beat us by 1 point
in the first game of the season.
without in the first game of the season, and that was without Chris Jones and Kelsey.
And that, wait a minute, hold up. And wasn't that the same year we still won the Super Bowl?
Yeah, exactly. And then
So,
on top of that, if you really think about it, we really should have won. And I'm not even trying to be like biased or nothing. If Kadarius Toney catches that ball when he's wide open,
yeah,
that was a touchdown.
yeah,
Touchdown.
yeah.
That was
So,
the game right there. But listen, y'all won. I'm not even going to look. A win is a win. But at the same time, y'all beat us by 1 point. And that was without our best defensive player, bro.
so here's my
Chris
question.
Jones didn't even play.
We're gonna get
Come
off
on,
of
man.
these guys, right? So we're gonna get off of this. But here's my question
It's
to you:
crazy.
the Chiefs play this week on Monday Night Football, prime time, and on top of all of that, it is against a team they lost a Super Bowl to. Seems like eons ago, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the deal: Tampa Bay's missing its two starting wide receivers, Mike Evans and Godwin, and the Chiefs are the Chiefs. Like Travis Kelce said, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. I don't know if
Yeah.
this will not be a blowout. I really don't. I really don't. I mean, I'm not going to say it is, but, I think that with the ability of the Chiefs to be able to get the ball back on defense and cause some problems in that pocket for Baker, I think they can cause some problems. The addition of D Hop being able to move the chains for the Chiefs, and I think Mahomes is actually feeling better as far as passing the ball goes. I think he's starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm. So I think that this game could be a little lopsided. I don't know about how much, but I think it can be a little lopsided. So I'm actually looking forward to the game on Monday night. And there's a ton of good games that are going to be,
Okay,
again.
so you cut out again.
I'm still here.
Well, I'll tell you, this internet stuff. Okay, I hear you now. No, I couldn't hear you for a second.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I hear you now. You good. I don't know what's going on, man.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I know that we have had some weather, and I don't know if that's part of the problem, but you know.
Yeah.
But I think that this
Okay, so I
game.
will say
Go ahead.
this. Mahomes is averaging. No, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say he's averaging against the Bucks in two regular season games, 355 yards a game, three touchdowns, and he only has one pick in those games, and he's 2-0 in the regular season. Obviously, we know they lost in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so he has six touchdowns total in those two games and one pick. So Yeah, I think Mahomes gonna have a. I think he's gonna have a good game. I don't know if it's gonna be a blowout, but I'm definitely predicting a 300-yard game.
I think it
Plus,
probably,
especially with D Hop getting more involved.
yeah, and I don't think they're going to run the ball at quite as much as they have been with
So
Kareem. I think they're trying to take it easy with him. They don't want to run him into the ground before they get too far deep in the season. They want to still be able to have him around. So we're going to see. But I
yeah,
do think
I
that
think they're gonna.
what's that?
And I certainly hope not. They did steal more carries, man, or Perrine, one of the two. Yeah, you definitely can't keep doing so. Can you hear me? Man,
Yeah,
what's
I can
going
hear
on
you.
with this damn?
It wasn't on me because this
Can you
time
hear
my
me?
internet. Yeah,
Okay. No, I was saying, yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. But I was saying with Steele and Perrine, they got to get them boys involved a little bit more in the run game
I think they
because
will.
you don't want to get Kareem. You don't want to get Kareem all because they said he was limited in practice again.
Yeah,
So I think they gotta load off of that a little bit. I think they gotta, and then you want to get them some reps too, especially still, especially as the season goes along.
yeah,
You want to be able to be comfortable with him giving him the ball because at some point you probably gonna have to. Can't depend on Kareem getting 20 plus carries a game every night. So
no.
obviously it'll change with Pacheco coming back, but yeah.
Well,
So
right now I'm looking at this game against with the Jets versus the Texans. It's 4th and inches. The Texans have a chance to get a first down. The Jets are up 14-10 with 10 minutes and some change left to go in the game. It looks like the Texans just got a first down. So we'll see how this plays out. I can tell you this: the Jets are desperate. They need a win, and I do think that this is actually going to wind up hurting the Texans a little bit, losing the wide receiver depth that they
hmm
have. So we'll see what happens. But uh, we're waiting to see how the rest of these games turn out. I'm watching my game right now. It's on Prime. If you don't have Prime, it's got some pretty decent games on here. I have not been disappointed so far.
man,
Might
them
be,
prom games be looking the best. They be having
yeah,
them in 4K too.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't gotten the Amazon Prime, get the Prime. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. So we want to say thank you to everybody that has tuned into our channel and who continues to follow us. Right now, we are at 978 followers, or
8. Yep.
subscribers, excuse me. We need 22 more. 22 more to be at our 1,000. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed. And if you haven't and you're catching us for the very first time, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. This is our way of basically getting to a chance to be fully monetized. So we want to say thank you to everybody. And if you haven't, go back, check out some of our older content. We have some good stuff up. Mike, do you know that Kelsey video that we put up is already at 215,000 views?
Yeah, I was looking at that a few days ago, and it's definitely our best video as far as views wise. So, man, just keep it up,
215,000.
man.
Yeah.
I love it.
That
I love it.
yeah. 215,000 views on that. So, yeah, like I said, we got some good stuff up. And I tell people all the time, everything ain't for everybody. But how do you know until you check us out? So, thank you
Exactly.
guys. We appreciate you guys being here. And if not, and you don't like us, we don't care. We appreciate you giving us a chance in the first place. Just watch. All we can tell you is that we're gonna get better every time you see
And
us.
listen, that's all you gotta do.
That's all you got to do. Just
And it's
so,
free.
and
You ain't
it's
gotta pay for
free.
nothing.
Exactly. So thank you guys.
Yeah,
We want to
man.
say just want to say tell everybody thank you, and we'll be back next week. You'll catch us again, and we'll see how the Chiefs, what they did against Tampa Bay. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about how D Hop looked. We'll see what the new, defensive end or the new linebacker, whatever you want to call Uche, whatever you want to call him. We're going to say, take a look and see how he performed, right? So we'll talk about all those things plus your favorite team and maybe not your favorite team. And of course, as always, we'll talk about the teams we hate. Simple as that. So until next time, I'm
Yep.
Big Temp. That's Big Mike. This is The Cave.
Except
And
Chiefs.
thanks, you
No, I'm
guys.
playing.